Good day, YouTube. This is just a bit of a quick fun comparison video between Linux Mint 21, latest release on the left hand side, versus Linux Mint 20.3, the previous release on the right hand side here. Now they are actually both running on the Cinnamon desktop environment, so that's important to note there. Let's have a little bit of a look at a few things here and there. So I've got the start menus, which are fairly identical. We have the categorization for the apps on both sides there. We've got the ability to search for what we want there as well. Moreover, on the desktop, we have the ability to right click and have a look at the context menu, open up a terminal. That keeps me pretty happy there. If we were to move across to the file manager, now these might be a little bit similar, but we'll have a look as well anyway. So we have the Nemo, so slightly different versioning, but nothing that you can really see on the front end that will really you won't write home about. So very, very similar, if not identical there as well. Let's have a look at the software menu. So the option to install apps and things of that nature there. Again, it is identical. In general, Linux is not the greatest at marketing, so it's a little bit lackluster, but it does look better than the Ubuntu one and a few others there for sure. But you have a look at the editor's picks. You can click on those. You can even get WhatsApp. What do you know? That's an unofficial client though. But there you go. You've got your little rating system there as well, which is good to see. Next up, now take these values with a bit of a grain of salt, but we'll look in the back end and we'll have a look. Actually, before we do, we'll have a look at the RAM. So, sorry, not the RAM, the kernel. So, Linux Mint 21 uses the 5.15 kernel, which is great to see. This is because it's running on the newer version of Ubuntu long-term service release, so later and greater kernel for later and greater hardware, basically. On the right-hand side, Linux Mint 20.3 is actually running on an older version of the Ubuntu long-term service release. Don't want to bog you down in the details too much, but Ubuntu 20.04 as opposed to 22.04 there. Now, last but not least, these are the details that you don't want to take, you do want to take with a bit of a grain of salt. So the RAM usage and CPU on boot up here. So the RAM is pretty similar. In fact, it's a bit odd because perhaps Linux Mint 21 is optimized a bit better. 661 megabytes of RAM on boot up, whereas Linux Mint 20.3, 678 megabytes of RAM on boot up. So much of a muchness. Again, always take these values with a bit of a grain of salt. That's pretty much it, guys. So thanks for watching. Please leave a comment, subscribe, hit that like button, and I do hope to see all of you guys there in the next one. Cheers.